was an exciting week because we got our last pieces of gear this week. So we got all of our stuff from Enlightened Equipment, which is a company that makes warm down stuff. And we got hoods and puffy coats and our sleeping quilts. We're gonna do a whole nother video about our sleep system. And this company is amazing because they make this just for you and you get to pick all your colors. And this hood is super cool because it does double duty. So it's really cold and you are in it. You can put this hood on and be really warm. But at night, it also doubles as the top of your mummy bag and keeps you super warm while you're in your thing. And I picked all orange because it's my favorite color. I like it very much. Hey guys, we realize that there's a lot of vocabulary and terms and acronyms that are specific to through hiking and the PCT, so we thought this week we would give you a rundown of some maybe new words that you're going to hear from us as we plan for and go on this big adventure. So here you go.
SOBO is a northbound hiker that starts at the southern terminus and hikes north.
SOBO stands for southbound hiker, and that's a hiker that starts at the Canada Border Monument and hikes south towards Mexico.
Base weight. Your base weight is all the stuff in your pack, including your water carrying systems and your food bag and the pack itself, but not your water and your food. We're all gonna start with a base weight of about 13 pounds, which is not ultralight, but it's still pretty good.
Zero is a day when a hiker hikes 0 miles. They typically spend this day in town and they rest their body and recover so that they can go out and hike more.
NEARO stands for nearly zero, which is a day where you don't take a 0 day, but you also don't hike your average mileage. Maybe you hike 5 to 8 miles because you're getting to a town or you're leaving a town.
Trail magic is something left on the trail by perfectly ordinary people just to make life better for through hikers. So you might come around the corner and find that someone has left a big basket of chips and cookies and a cooler of cold drinks.
Trail angel are amazing people who provide support to hikers. They may give you a ride, food, or even let you stay at their house. Sometimes a trail angel provides so much support that it gives a hiker the motivation or the push to keep going.
Through hiker, section hiker, and day hiker. Through hikers will hike the whole trail from one border to the other border. Section hikers will be out for a couple days to a couple weeks, and day hikers are just out for the day.
The Sierras is a huge mountain range that we're gonna hit at about mile 750. It's right down here, and it's the tallest or the highest point on the PCT. In fact, Forester Pass that we have to go over is 13,000 feet, which is 3,000 feet higher than the top of South Sister for you Central Oregon people. So the Sierras are kind of a big deal because if they're covered with snow, they can be kind of scary.
Glissade is something that I am super excited for. It's when you slide down a steep, snowy, or icy slope.
Daily miles are the miles that you hike in a day. That's your average pace for the whole trail. Trail miles are the amount of miles that you've gone on the whole trail so far. For example, Kennedy Meadows is at trail mile 700.
Kennedy Meadows is a really important resupply spot on the PCT because it's the last big resupply before you enter the Sierras. And it's where most hikers will pick up their bear canister, which you have to carry for about 300 miles, and their ice axe, which you might need to stay safe in the Sierra.
Trail names are awesome. Those are the names that you use while you are on trail. It kind of allows you some privacy and to separate yourself from your real life. You are given this name from somebody, and usually it has a really funny backstory. You can accept the name or you can deny it.
LNT means leave no trace, which means that if you camp somewhere, someone else should be able to come to your campsite once you leave and not be able to tell that you were there. It's like being a spy.
Gut Hooks is an app that has all of the maps of the PCT on it. And what's really cool is that hikers leave notes for each other on where to find water or a great spot to camp, and it'll track you with a little blue dot so you don't get lost. Amazing.
Cowboy Camp is when you camp outside under the stars with just your sleeping bag and your sleeping pad. I am really excited to try this because I've never done it before. However, I kind of have an irrational fear that a snake is going to go across my body while I'm cowboy camping. I don't think that'll happen, but it is in my mind.
Going off trail means that your PCT trip has ended before you were able to reach your destination. This could be because of a medical emergency or a family emergency or just something else.
HYOH is an acronym hikers use, and it just stands for Hike Your Own Hike, meaning don't be too pressured by what other people are doing or the gear that they're using or the strategies that they have. Do what works for you. Just generally a good strategy in life.
Tramily is exactly what it sounds like. Trail, family. It is the people that you meet on trail that you tend to hike the same mileage as, and you stick together.
Blazing is kind of like the type of hiking that you do on the trail. For example, white blazing is someone that strictly follows just the PCT. They don't take any other trails as like a detour. Blue blazers is kind of what we're going to be doing. That's when you take like a different trail to maybe take a detour to avoid something or just for a different scene. And then yellow blazing is when you skip a section in a car.
So this week on the interwebs, someone was kind of rude to us, and our new friend jumped in and told that person to kick rocks. I will never be over this. I think it's hysterical, and I think that's going to be our go-to insult on the PCT. Kick rocks might mean anything from bug off to leave me alone to I know you're right, but I just don't care.
Last week's challenge question was a writing prompt. We asked you to tell us about a dream or a stretch goal that you may have and how you plan to get there. And we're ready to announce our challenge winners. This week was super hard to pick just one because we received so many amazing responses. We want to give a special shout out to Mr. Greeley's 8th grade class from Lava Charter School. They even provided us with their trail names. My personal favorite was Mando Commando. Mr. Greeley's class, you are going to get a sticker and some astronaut ice cream to try out. Our second winner, we could not just pick one, so we are actually going to pick from this REI bag. We put everybody's names in here, and whichever one I pull will receive a prize. And I picked Ariana from Redmond School District. Ariana plans to be a graphic designer, and she even sent us a piece of her work, and it was amazing. Okay, I'm now gonna pick our second winner from last week's challenge question. And it is Evelyn, a 3rd grader in Rhode Island. Evelyn wants to improve her skiing, but is afraid that COVID is going to put a stop to her improvements. Evelyn, you can do hard things. Girls, you will both be winning an Osprey day pack. Super cool. You can go out and adventure with those packs. Enjoy.
Hey guys, welcome to this week's challenge question. This week, we want you to write us a short story using at least 8 of the terms that we listed in this video.
Please use kick rocks.
Get out of my segment! Kick rocks! Get out!